Hey, give me a second. Okay, that's better. I think. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, my hair is a mess. Okay, today we have, it's Tuesday, so like any other Tuesday, we have stuff to do before we get into chat. Maybe. Hey, little dude 8. How are you? How is everybody? Carol, how many subs do I have? Hello, Hayden Carter. Jerice Williams. Hello. Zen. Or Zwen. I am at 767 subscribers, I think. Oh. No, 767 as of right now. Well, got to work on it. It's work, man. It's all about work. That's all I can say. A lot of work. Hey, predecessor. Hi, the Potterhead Yadi. Bridger. Be gay. Hello, everybody. We are going to do the weekly recap, and then we're going to get into the rest of live. We had 8 videos last week, 1 short, 8 live streams, and 3 posts. Looks like it's back to being goofy. 2.8 thousand people tuned in, and we got 16 new subscribers. It is live. My live. That's what it is. People watched Whale Tales, 2 Groups of Whales, and Organism of the Week, Giant Squid. We had 32 likes, 2 shares, and 4 comments. The second most popular location your viewers watched from. I'm not going to do the usual game tonight. We're just going to go with Indonesia. 6% of my viewers last week were from, or in the last 90 days, were from Indonesia. Hi, Penguin Lover. Yeah, that's the idea. We will get started here in just a second, guys, with the theme for today, which is bats. My day's good. How is yours? There are tonight we are talking about bats in the wild, your guide to safe encounters. So the stats in this live, if you're from outside of the United States, won't do you much good because I'm going with the stats for United States and Canada. So keep that in mind. There are 45 species of bat that live in the United States and Canada, and over 1,400 species across the world. Bats are unique among mammals in that they're the only ones who can actually fly. All other mammals are basically gliding. Now, they are beautiful creatures that are amazing to watch as they fly. If you haven't seen that, get out there and do it. They actually help us out by eating insects and by helping our ecosystems by depositing seeds for different plants around the world. With all the good they do, they are misunderstood a little bit, I think. And so that's something that we're going to talk about tonight. Hopefully break some of that fear. So I love bats too, predecessor. I have seen them move over water to get drinks. Yeah, I heard it. It was coming down pretty hard just a little bit ago. Bats are special creatures, so if you like bats, it's something you can do things to actually encourage them to live in and around your yard. Don't be so quick to remove dead trees. Bats will roost not only in the cavities of dead trees, but also underneath the bark, if they can get in there. Shrubs, especially ones that are really thick with a lot of growth, they make great places for some bats to actually roost. You can also put up bat houses. If you do, make sure that they are open and facing an area that is open. They need to be at least 12 feet off the ground. That keeps them out of reach of most predators. You'll also want to make sure that they have a 20-foot clearance facing out, so they can get in and out without any difficulties. Another thing you can do is put in a water feature, a dry heat. That's different for Florida, I think. Wow. So that water feature is going to bring in insects, which is good for bats. If you live in the right area, you can also put in night blooming plants and maybe a light, and again, that is going to bring in bats. Now, before you get going with bats and maybe cleaning them out of your house or whatever, you need to know the rules in your state. For instance, in Utah. Oh. Okay. Sorry. Misread that. In Utah, bats are actually protected by law. So know the laws in your state pertaining to bats. Also keep in mind that bats are pretty fragile, and you want to be careful that you don't hurt them as you're dealing with them. I don't want to cast a lot of fear about this. Bats can carry rabies. Not all of them, but I mean, all bats can carry rabies, but not all bats have rabies. If you see one that is acting strange, i.e., it is flying around during the daytime, that is not good. That is a sick bat. Do not mess with it. It's a little bit different if that flying bat is in your house. That doesn't necessarily mean that he's rabid. It just means that he's in your house trying to get out. Bats cannot chew holes in screens or in wood to gain access to your house or business. But they can, however, enter through holes that are only 1/4 of an inch in diameter. So they don't need a lot of room to get into your house. Bats will not try to land in your hair. Yeah, I can see that. Some bats, like the Indiana bat, I know is protected in Indiana, but I don't know about all bats. If you do have a bat in your house and it's diving around, that isn't trying to get into your hair. The diving is helping it to regain altitude. Hi, I like turtles. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 people so far. Okay. Now, if you do have bats in your house and you're going to try cleaning up after them, you need to wear a respiratory mask. Not just a mask like we wore during COVID, but a respiratory mask. We do need more likes. Where am I? You don't want to get sick, and you want to wear rubber gloves. How do you know if you have bats in your house? Look for bat guano. Now, if you don't know what bat guano is bat poop. It's crumbly, and it'll have bits of insects in it. At least in my area. And in other areas as well. If you can, put fans in your attic. This will make it a little bit uncomfortable for the bats, and it may lead to them leaving your attic. Yeah, it is gross. You can look over the outside of your home and look for gaps in your siding, your chimney, and along your roof line. And what you're looking for are potential entryways for bats. You're going to want to secure your home in the fall. This way you can avoid trapping bats in your house. One suggestion is, if you do find an entryway, put up bird netting. But what you want to do is you want to staple it at the top and on the sides, but not the bottom. That's going to allow the adult bats to come in and out. Again, you can check with your local Fish and Wildlife to see when. Oh, so two things. You want to find out from your local Fish and Wildlife when the bats in your area go through pupping. And baby bats, if you don't know, are called pups. Very, very important. And then you also want to find out when they're done with pupping season. That way you're not trapping babies in the house, and you're not trapping mother bats from getting. You're not keeping mother bats from getting to her pups or pup. A few things to keep in mind. Never handle a bat with your bare hands. Never handle a bat with your bare hands. If you do take a bite, immediately wash the bite with soap and water. After that, get in touch with your doctor and your health department. They may ask you to get a rabies shot. I would suggest getting the rabies shot. Now, that being said, less than 1% of all bats carry rabies. But if not treated, rabies is always fatal. Predecessor, I think it varies from species to species, but about 4 to 6 weeks after birth, but they remain dependent on them for nursing and feeding for about 4 to 5 months. So 4 to 5 months. They are born usually between the end of May and early July. So 4 to 5 months. Again, but still though, even if they do that, there's still a possibility of pups. So yeah. Again, any bat that is acting strangely or is active by day should be assumed to have rabies. Never, and I mean never, handle a live bat or even a dead bat. There was more stuff that I wanted to talk about. that I forgot. If you are able to pick up a bat and you have pretty thick gloves, you can move it to a new location. It's recommended that you put it inside a container and then move it that way. If you are able to capture a bat in your house and you have it contained, put it on a tree. Oh my. Excuse me, guys. Well, right. If you think that a bat is sick, thank you, predecessor. Well, possums are actually, I mean, they look scary, but possums actually, if I remember right, they don't carry rabies. If you are not comfortable handling a bat, or if you suspect that it is sick, don't pick it up. Call for assistance. If a bat is flying around you, don't swat at it. Always, if you're going to handle it, if it's in your house, don't swat at it. You're probably either going to hurt it. Okay? Chances are really good. Always wear gloves and don't wear a, like the latex gloves. Don't wear those. You want like work gloves, thick gloves. If you drink coffee and you have a coffee can, that will work. What you want to do, I'm going to use my handy dandy little bat here. If it's on something and you can trap it, take your coffee can and stick it in, put it over it, and you want to get it inside the can between the wall and you, and then slide a piece of cardboard up and cover the hole. I don't know. So bats are definitely something you want to avoid if you can. Oh, I was writing down who was coming in the live. Are you what? Use a towel to sort of move the bat if you can. Get inside the coffee can and trap it, and then take that outside. You want to take it sort of away from the house. Use the towel to help it climb out. To make sure I'm not forgetting anything. If you can, if the bat does bite you, you want to try and capture that bat and take that bat to the health department for testing. Very important. You want to make sure that you wash, again, that bite with soap and water. Make sure if you do have pets that your pets are vaccinated. And very important, do not let your animals play with bats. Very, very, very important. Yeah. And I think if you want to put in a bat house in your neighborhood, I suggest looking on your Fish and Wildlife page and seeing if they have plans for bat houses. A lot of them do. Okay, I think that about wraps up everything that I have on bats. So if you have questions about bats, you can throw them out. Not throw them out, but post them. I am going to really quick tell you what next live is going to be. I believe it is, well, I'll give you two of them. The next Thursday live on the other channel is going to be inverts in my collection. And the next live on this channel before you try to put them outside, what? The next live for this channel will be October 18th, growing up with animals and being out with nature. And that's at 7 p.m. You want to make sure that if you're handling them, that you're wearing gloves. Use a container and a piece of cardboard to get the animal contained, use the cardboard to keep them from getting to you, take it outside, put it up on a tree. Hopefully you have gloves on and you can do that. Otherwise, stay and watch to make sure it's not getting hurt. And relax. If that is a suitable place for them to roost, yeah, why not? Bats will roost any place that they can get into. Remember, they only need about 1/4 of an inch to access a building. You know, it's really hard to guess who somebody is. Like, yeah, Fernanda. Not a clue who you are. Sad to say. We've only been on 34 minutes. I really need to figure out how to expand lives. So, predecessor, did you have flooding in the house? Curious minds want to know. Because bats would roost in belfries. I don't know how that works with the bells. But yeah, I mean, oh. I watch a lady on, I bet. I watch a lady on Instagram and her neighbor's house. They had storm surge get into the house and they ended up losing the house. Let's see. The phrase bats in the belfry originated in the United States in the late 19th or early 20th century. The first known use was in 1897. Bats would roost or fly around in belfries. Yeah. I'm wondering if it's not older than that. No, I guess not. I even heard of people with electric vehicles, electric bikes, whatever. She was working inside the home and she heard a pop and she went out to see what it was. Neighbor's electric bike exploded. It had got salt water on it, and I guess salt water and these electricity doesn't mix. I would just assume that water in general doesn't mix with electricity, but yeah. Have some cool videos coming up this week and next week. We are going to be talking about vomit fruit. Yes, I said it. Vomit fruit. Oh, I bet you they were roosting in it or around it. Yeah. Yeah, I would think maybe even under it. I am going to need to eat again. I had taquitos and I had 6 of them. Gonna have to have more. Yeah, but storm surge got into the garage and flooded it. They also say you're not supposed to don't turn on, look at your outlets and see how high up the water was, because if water got in through the outlets and you turn the electricity on, you could have a fire. I that's a good question. I don't know. I don't know how quickly the watch hours. Oh, wow. 768 subscribers. That's 47 in the last 28 days. Watch hours are 185.8. So, but I think that's Gosh darn it. $768 subscribers. Wait. 768 subscribers. Watch time hours are 185.8. Views are 13.9 thousand. And ay. The other, I don't think the public watch hours are going to 1,657. So that the 1,657 are public watch hours. That probably won't change. But the watch hours is the one that's going to change. And it's 185.8. And yeah, I'm not. I thought there was a way. To see live, like, anyway, I thought there was a way to see live pretty sure there's a way for me to see live watch hours. So the watch time hours, there's 35.7 more than usual. So that's awesome. But I thought I could get... No, I guess not. Anyway. We'll see what happens. This week won't really take effect as far as public watch hours till next week. But it is, the public watch hours covers 1 year. So as long as we're good, and that year was a good one, we should be okay. 47 minutes, y'all. I feel bad because all of these people that have come in have left. Four people. Don't forget, if you've come into the live and you're enjoying the chat, or you were here for the discussion on bats, go ahead and click the like button. That's the thumbs up, I think. I don't know what Friday's live is going to look like because I haven't started to work on it yet. But probably lots of me reflecting back on my life and wildlife and pets and wildlife and more wildlife and more pets. That's what I'm thinking anyway. I gotta sit up. There it goes. I'm already thinking about the next location for the opening. I don't know what it's going to look like. Yes. I thought for sure this would be the end of it, but some stuff hit the fan yesterday. But well, somebody already subscribed because it wasn't that high earlier, so did that go up? 13.9? I was there for about an hour, maybe hour and a half yesterday. Yeah, so Oh, man. 7 likes. Thank you, guys. Well, predecessor, I go by what I see, and right now I have 5 people in live and 7 likes, so it might be 8. I'd have to pop in to check, but I feel like when I do that, it messes up chat. Hello, everybody that is in chat or on live tonight. Do you think we'll make it to 800 by the end of the month? Oh, we lost 2. According to mine, we lost 2 people. Will we make it to 800 by the end of the month? I hope so. What do we have? We have 2 weeks. So that's Friday, Saturday, Tuesday, that's 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 6 lives. Well, on my end, it was 5. Now it's 4 and 7. Do I have a trivia? I don't know if I have a trivia. We have a zoo to do. And we are doing shapeshifters on the 29th, but nope, no trivia. The next trivia for this channel is the 19th of November. Unless I throw something out. Hey, Elijah. How are you? 767. What is that? What's the 767? No, Carol, that's wrong. If you're talking about subscribers, that number is wrong. That might be what's up on the channel, unless somebody recently dropped. Nope. 768. Sorry, Elijah. Ooh, 8 likes. Yeah. 8 likes. Woohoo. I think Elijah, maybe not. How you doing, Elijah? Hello, everybody. How is everybody doing on this Tuesday? Yep. Remember, though, my posts usually are done in the morning. So, and very often that changes. During a live, it'll sometimes go up. It'll sometimes go up 1 or 2. That's the problem, is people stop in, or they'll come for the actual theme for the night and then leave, but they really need to stay. But as long as they stay a minute, I think it's a minute. Okay, guys. Since chat it's basically just us chatting, I'm going to let y'all go. Have a great evening. Remember to never give up on yourself. Always keep learning, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.